Thank you. Brooklynn Leonhardt, a candidate for the Bachelor's of Arts in Philosophy, will present the student address on behalf of the class of 2017. Brooklynn?
Thank you, President Holtschneider, Vice President Bethke, Dean Guillermo Vasquez, and all those representing the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and the College of Sciences and Health, for this opportunity to address the graduating class of 2017. I also want to take this opportunity to thank in front of everyone here today my mother for the same opportunity. You're probably recording this speech as two kids sit on your lap, shushing another from yelling out my name across the auditorium right now, and pulling snacks out of your massive diaper bag that you somehow fashion as a purse. Growing up, I was my mother's shadow, tiny fingers mimicking her fluid movements, learning the labor of love and cooking, washing dishes, and rocking babies to sleep. One day, when searching above the dryer in her usual hiding place for her Reese's peanut butter cup stash, I found a ripped out page of my science notebook with a poem on the back. I began to find her poetry in other places, on napkins, dollar store composition notebooks, and the margins of her Bible devotions. Last year, she read 166 books. And although she's attended all of my graduations, she has never tried on a graduation cap and crossed the stage, unable to finish her freshman year of high school. As a multiracial pregnant teen in a neighborhood and family plagued by gang violence and poverty, the system had no place for her. But her poetry secretly gave me life and has inspired me to persistently continue my education. You see, my mother's story is my story. I'm a first-generation multiracial student. I'm the eldest of 7 siblings. I'm the daughter of indigenous peoples, the product of colonialism, violence, and oppression, but also brilliance and survival. I am dedicating this graduation speech to the many of us who are never expected to attend college or graduate. This graduation speech is for the parents who are sitting here today and cannot read, the Depaul office employees, for those who clean the Depaul buildings every night, and the immigrant families. I extend today's celebration to you because without you, we would not be graduating today. I encourage everyone in the audience to silently reflect on the struggles that have led you here. You may now be thinking, after all this work, hours of studying organic chemistry, esoteric philosophy, or some other nonsensical literature that we all know you will forget after midterms, after pulling all-nighters in the library during finals, and after working multiple side jobs that you know will never make enough cash, what will happen tomorrow when there's not an assignment due at 11:59 p.m. that you know you would wait until 11:12 to start? After college, you may also be wondering, where am I going and who will I be? In response, St. Vincent de Paul once said, "All beginnings are somewhat strange, but we must have patience, and little by little we shall find things which were at first obscure becoming clear." In our patience, the lens through which we view this world will refocus. The things we find may be beautiful or perhaps scarred with adversity, but as you begin to pursue diverging paths, remember to labor with love and compassion. For we will always be students, gleaning the knowledge that life places on us. However, rather than consuming knowledge, we will become makers of knowledge. Whether we are doctors, business people, service workers, artists, or professors, we are left with the task to not only radically redefine ourselves, but our world. What kind of words will you articulate when you are faced with injustice, and what will you teach future generations? Although we will no longer be able to contemplate these questions in a classroom with a learned professor and the contributing thoughts of fellow classmates, Depaul has instilled within us the importance of creating intentional community and continuing to encourage discourse on pressing issues. The Vincentian values emphasize communal service and social justice. Many of us will go into fields directly related to these concerns, while others may be questioning the relevancy that social advocacy will play in their future. I think that St. Vincent de Paul would gently tell you that we are all part of an intentional community and a world that needs our attention, a world that calls us to bear witness to suffering, to help those in need, and to love the unlovable. How will you answer? And this is the question that will continue to mark the choices we make. I want to encourage today's graduating class of 2017 with these words from the Black, lesbian, mother, warrior, poet, Audre Lorde. When we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard nor welcomed. But when we are silent, we are still afraid. So it is better to speak, remembering we were never meant to survive. So wherever you can find inspiration to enact positive change, whether it's from a book, a speech, social media, or a small poem hastily scratched on the back of a stained napkin, remember, even if we were never meant to survive, your existence is resistance. Thank you.
Thank you, Brooklyn. It's fantastic.